Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today I have a HOLOCHAIN hot update. But first of all, let's see something about Bitcoin. You can see the recent price action, guys. It had a correction. Many people panicked, but let's see the macro perspective. And of course, we need to calm down. So if you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Thank you all for the support. You can join the Telegram group chat, and of course, when we hit 1000 subscribers, I will be preparing a video with some short-term altcoins that might potentially do good. Okay, so right now, let's jump back to the monthly frame on the Bitcoin in the USD. You can see here, guys, after so many consecutive months, we had our first red candle. That is nothing compared to what we are doing. And of course, you shouldn't panic for now. You need to see the macro perspective, and sometimes it is very healthy to have these corrections. If you are new to cryptocurrency market, you don't have to panic at all. But if we see a further correction here for Bitcoin, we might test the 45,000 USD. I'm not saying that we will absolutely or certainly do it, but we might test the 45,000 USD. Other than that, just sit back and of course relax, guys. You don't need to panic right now. So with that in our mind, with this criteria in our mind, we can now go to the HOLOCHAIN update. And as you can see here for the HOLOCHAIN, we have these Fibonacci retracement lines and of course the 0.014, which is this blue line out here. We might experience some support lines when we are between the 0.38, as you can see here for the Fibonacci retracement, and the 0.236, okay, lines. So right now, what we will be doing is maybe, guys, we will be bouncing between those lines, maybe hitting this resistance, first of all, this support level, 0.014 cents, but these are our major support lines, and this of course is now we might become our resistance line, the 0.016 for the very short term. We will talk about this though, and I want you to focus in this particular resistance line, 0.022 cents. So this is our Fibonacci retracement and the potential support and the resistance lines. It is always nice to see the Fibonacci retracement levels. Of course, in between the Fibonacci retracements, we got minor support and resistance lines that we need to focus, especially when we are doing a daily trade. For example, when we are doing a daily trade, we need to focus in this particular support line that it is not a Fibonacci support level, but of course we need to draw it by ourselves. And of course, you can see in my previous videos that I'm drawing myself some support levels because sometimes it is very important with my experience to draw these lines. Let's go to MACD and the 4-hourly frame. You can see here the upside downs. The blue line has upside down and it is going up on the signal line as well. You can see here it crossed the signal line one time, then remained above, but right now it has crossed it, and now we are seeing the blue line going beyond the signal line right here, guys. Okay, so what we are seeing here is a bearish scenario, but always keep in mind that we are in the 4-hourly frame and this come and go. The main consolidation day was back in 5 April, around there, 4 to 5 April, where we were seeing collapsing and of course this bearish cross and this huge distance. The more the distance, the higher the consolidation, but of course the more the distance, when we are seeing the signal line above the blue line, the more the buying opportunity for the short term. However, that was not the case till now, and that's why we saw this big red candle here and of course bouncing back from the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level. That was a very good buying opportunity for the very short term. But now let's go to our RSI and the commodity channel index. Let me just delete these lines because these were previous lines, and of course I will draw some new ones. When we have a bearish market, like from 5 April, and we are going downwards, we still have buying opportunities. I will show you 3 buying opportunities. For example, 7th April, we reached this price, RSI was a little bit above the 30 level, but the commodity channel index below the minus 100. A buying opportunity for the short term. Consolidation again, going lower, hitting the 30 level, almost the 30 level, a little bit above. The commodity channel index was way below the minus 100. Still a buying opportunity for the very short term. You could just take profits, but you should always have a profit target on the bearish market. Same here. The RSI hits almost the 30, commodity channel index below minus 100. We had the accumulation here. So what we are seeing is that even in bearish market you can take profits. Right now what we are seeing is that the commodity channel index below minus 100 and the RSI is going towards the 30. We might soon have a buying opportunity for the very short term, but for now we need to see the Bitcoin's price action. That's what has changed for now, because we might see even bigger correction, or we might stay as we are. But the main key here is that you should not panic, guys. Of course, Bitcoin should have these corrections and it is healthy. Don't worry, but for now, for the very short term, we should see what Bitcoin will do, and of course, we might test some new support levels for the HOLOCHAIN, or we might go back here again. So we need to be patient and see. In other times, I will tell you that as long as we approach the 30 level and go beyond the minus 100, it is a clear short-term buying opportunity, and it might be for the very next few hours or days, but we need to check Bitcoin first. Let's go to HOT against USDT in the daily frame. You can see here what we had seen is that it bounced back, and we had this huge buying pressure because we reached the bottom Bollinger Bands. You can see here huge buying pressure after we hit the bottom Bollinger Bands, and you can see here on the MACD the bearish cross where the blue line went beyond the cyclic line right here. Okay, so what we are seeing now is this bearish action even gaining some further distance because of this red candle. You can see here the angle of the blue line going down. Okay, this was not a good line, guys, but you know what I mean. It is going down, even gaining some further distance here. And of course, for MACD in the daily frame, we are still looking bearish, and for the Bollinger Bands as well, we are in the bottom. We don't certainly have right now a buying opportunity, but we'll explain that to the price analysis. So let's go to the HOT against Bitcoin in the 4-hourly frame. Right now, guys, what I need to show you is this particular level that we reached again, this price label, and of course 0.5, it is like 6 zeros to 6, okay, cents. This price comes because we divide HOLO's price to Bitcoin's price. That's why we get so many zeros, and you can see here this bearish cross between the 50-day EMA, okay, and the 20-day EMA and the 30-day EMA. The 50-day EMA is above, and I've circled this here, guys, because you can see this bearish scenario for the HOLOCHAIN. When we saw this happening and of course gaining some distance, we knew that we would have further consolidation right here. What we need to see for the HOLOCHAIN is higher highs for now, but we need to remain calm, and of course we might see a further drop down, or we might move a bit sideways for now, even if we drop down to lower support levels. But we need to see the Bitcoin's action and the Bitcoin's movement. Let's go to HOLOCHAIN against Bitcoin in the daily frame, and as you can see, we guys still remain fine. The 50-day EMA is beyond the 30-day EMA, and of course the 30-day EMA stays beyond the 20-day EMA. What I've told you in my previous videos is that the higher the risk is here when we have the higher distance between 20-day EMA and the price. Same here, guys, same here. Eventually we went a little bit upwards, but we had high risk on 2nd April as well. And after the consolidation here, after the correction, we need to let the 20-day EMA, 30-day EMA, and the 50-day EMA, maybe the 50-day EMA, that's not always the case, but usually the 20-day EMA and 30-day EMA reach the price, and that's what they did. We might consolidate a bit more, then we might see HOLOCHAIN gaining some confidence again and maybe going upwards. But I will show you the clear buying opportunities. So guys, you should be sure, if you are a new investor to this coin, when to buy. Of course, this is my advice. You should do your own research as well. Let's go to HOLOCHAIN against Ethereum. You can see here how the 50-day EMA play the support role in the daily frame. Sometimes we bounce exactly into the daily frame and then we had this huge buying pressure. It looks like the Bitcoin's chart, right? It looks like that, but for Ethereum we jumped to the 50-day EMA. We even went below this price here for HOLOCHAIN against Ethereum. So we bounced back, buying pressure here, and you can see we reached the 20-day EMA as a resistance, bounced back for the support. The 50-day EMA was our support and the 20-day EMA our resistance level, and now we need to see what will be the HOT furthermore action. So right now what we are seeing is these levels right here, including now the 0.013, because we went back there, and of course, for my opinion, we have a very clear buying opportunity for this one where you want to put more and more money. And I've told you guys in my previous videos that as you go lower and lower into the support levels, you put more and more money. That way you make sure that you will have profits. Okay, so we are seeing some support lines. I will personally delete this for now. We might bounce back. This might be our support level. We might bounce back to even lower support levels, but for now we can see that the 50-day EMA is still above the 20-day EMA and the 30-day EMA. So a price action could be, guys, if we had like this price action right here where we hit some lower support levels, maybe testing the 0.015 and bouncing back into these support resistance levels for now for HOLOCHAIN. And of course we need to see the Bitcoin's price correction. So right now we are still a bit in a risk for, especially for some altcoins, and of course you don't want to buy right now. But if we don't see Bitcoin correcting more, for me this area here is a good buying opportunity. So what you need to do in these cases is that you put a little money and more money as we proceed to lower support levels, because right now we can see that today we had a Bitcoin correction, so that's why we saw this big red bearish candle for many other altcoins and for HOLOCHAIN as well. Do you need to panic? Do you need to be afraid for a further more correction? I don't think that we might go beyond this line. Depends on the Bitcoin, but I don't think that's the case. If that's the case, guys, I will make an update video, but right now I want you to be careful, because I think this is the price action. In the short term we might hit this and this level, and of course for me the 0.022 cents is a clear buying opportunity. If we hit this price, of course we will go above, and this is for me a very clear buying opportunity where you minimize the risk, because that is the most important, to minimize the risk. If you ask professional traders what they are doing, they minimize the risk first, then they are searching for the trend or other indexes. So right there at the lowest bottom of the Fibonacci retracement here, back at 0.013 cents, when we have the, sorry guys for this line, where we are having the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, you can see here the red line is a clear buying opportunity according to the Fibonacci retracement as well. So what we are doing now is that we should remain a bit cautiously optimistic, because I think that if Bitcoin doesn't do more of a correction, then we might even testing new support levels, but it is according to what Bitcoin will do. I will keep updating you guys, but in overall, just to conclude this video, look at this monthly, how the Bitcoin is doing in the monthly frame, and ask yourselves if you should worry. I'm personally not worried for now. So thank you a lot for your time. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Stay tuned for more videos, and of course, if you want, you can follow me on Twitter and join the Telegram group chat. Stay safe, guys, and bye.